Welcome to Entropia Universe. A game I've played since 2017. Okay. I'm just letting it load right now. It's a load! Share the load! Frodo, don't you want to share the load? I think Sam and Frodo are in love with each other. And I just wish they would make out and get it over with. Alright. Now let's see what's going on here. So, I had an idea that I would do something different than I usually do in my Entropia videos. Well, I haven't made that many. Well, I used to film this game. Okay. There's Betty Lou Peaches Gillespie. Betty Lou is a variant of Desi Lou. Desi Arnaz and Lucille Ball. And much to her credit, Star Trek fans owe Lucille Ball a lot because she got Star Trek greenlit. And Lucille Ball was a heavy chain smoker. Okay. So her contribution to science fiction should be appreciated. Okay, so what are we gonna do? Let's go on the transporter here. Let's see, Camp Icarus. Okay, we're going there. Teleport. Here we go. I only play this game at most once a week now, if that. Sometimes a couple of weeks go by. I want to do some hunting. The last video I made of this, I just did a little sweating and that was it. But people don't care about that. This is a really boring game to play until you make money. Okay. Now my problem is getting the money out of the game, since I'm an American citizen and it's a European game. Alright. So as mentioned before, I was able to pull out $100 once. Okay, Camp Icarus. Uh-oh. You do not have enough RAM to continue running this application. Well, that's not good. This laptop has low memory space. Okay, well that takes the fun out of it. I guess we will turn this into an art video then. Okay, I'll do it. I'd love to get sponsorship by Old English 800. That would be nice. Let's see. Oh yeah. So someone from Tennessee, from Nashville, Tennessee, sent me a couple of postcards. One of my fans or friends, David Lovins, he obviously got that image from me making my in the car videos. And I like the drawing. It's kind of like Beavis and Butthead. And it says on the back, "Hi, David." No, it says, "David Lovins, hope you are well." And I guess this is his self-portrait. It's a funny cartoon style. Let's see. And on the other one, "David Lovins, hope this finds you well. Take care." Yes, it found me. So I hope the guy who drew this sees this video. Yes, it got to me. That was very nice. It was a pleasant surprise. It actually looks like me, and it's a good caricature. Okay. Robot incursions. Entropia Universe is a cool game. They borrow the idea of exiting Earth and going out into the universe and colonizing new planets. So there might not be any other life in the universe. It might be humans' destiny to populate the known universe. Okay. It's kind of a cool idea, because inevitably we are destroying the Earth. I don't have an example. Let's just say, let's pretend that your grandma gives you a really nice and expensive toy, and you don't take care of it, and it gets ruined. So we've been given a beautiful planet, and we don't take care of it. It's a physics thing, where if you don't take care of something, it's gonna just not work anymore. It's like an electronic toy from the 70s. If you drop it too many times, it's not gonna work anymore. Same with your cell phone. The planet Earth is a cell phone that humans are dropping every day on the cement. You can quote me on that. Okay. Wow, this looks good. I'm gonna eat this. Venice Made Foods condensed vegetarian vegetable soup. That looks good, actually. Okay. I've had it before. It's really good. Okay, let's make some art. Yeah, the Entropia game. It'll work. Well, maybe. It just crashed on me. Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll relaunch it. And while I'm doing other stuff, we'll see if it works. Okay, there's the guitar. One viewer commented that he was very sad when he saw that guitar just sitting there, unplayed and unloved.
I just played it a couple days ago.
She just played it a couple days ago. So there you go. It needs a proper stand. But it's a beautiful guitar. Where did we get that guitar?
You bought it from some guy in downtown.
Oh. Maybe for 20 bucks?
No, for like $4 or something.
$4. Oh, yeah. So I used to have 5 or 6 guitars. I don't know where they all are right now. Yeah, that's a bit. Yeah, I bought that in the parking lot. Right. How does it play?
It's not that great. It's pretty cheap actually. I couldn't tune it properly. Like I think it has the wrong strings on it because the strings just break if I actually tune it to the correct pitches. So I just had to improvise and I just did like what I tuned it according to like what do you call it? Like, I don't know how to explain it. Okay, I just tune it like you have intervals of
Yeah.
like a third or a fifth or I tune it in like in fourths and then 2 sets of thirds.
Okay. So if I play a G chord, it sounds different.
Well, it's not going to be,
It's not going to be right.
no.
Well, it's a practice guitar at this point.
Yeah.
That's alright. Well, we can always get new strings. It's too bad that nice music shop closed and is now a place where they sell spas.
Yeah.
Remember our favorite music shop?
I do.
They didn't make any money. There was never anyone there. But you bought your sheet music there.
Yeah, I did.
That was nice. Okay. So I have my Batman pizza box, and I've been thinking for many hours about this thing, about what to do with it. So I noticed one problem. I mean, you might not see it, but because artists are always highly critical of their own work, but it looks like the background is going around the figure as opposed to being behind it. Yeah, the Entropia game crashed again. So that means I have to free up memory space on this laptop in order for this game to work. Okay, so I screwed up my laptop. Well, downloading too many things. Okay, well that's fixable. I'll have to ask my brother about how to get more RAM space. So, what am I gonna do with this painting? Okay, I got Robin on the back. Another problem. And on the inside, I have this. Okay. Alright, so what do I do with that? I just need one color to advance it forward. And what I've chosen is this. Let's see. Acryligy. Premium acrylic paint. Multi-purpose, non-toxic, water-soluble. So the black paint I got on the carpet today, I was completely able to clean it up. So let's try this paint. Okay. Now, I'll get one of my famous pie tins. Everyone loves these. Okay. We'll use this. Okay. So, a pie tin for each color. Shake, shake, shake. Shake it, baby. Okay, we're just gonna do it up. Okay. And it's good to guess the correct amount of paint you'll need. Then I got my best brush. Okay. So sometimes I mix up paint on a palette, and sometimes I work straight from the tube for the early layers. So there are two kinds of paint. Well, opaque and transparent. This is transparent paint. If I add white to it, let's see if we can do this. If I add white to it, then it will be opaque. So, how can we say Bob Ross added a lot of white paint to his colors, so he could do his famous wet and wet technique. And the way I'm doing it is how a lot of artists do it, just working in layers. And you can't make a painting in a half hour doing it this way. So the Renaissance artists, they painted in layers. And they look really beautiful, as opposed to Bob Ross's paintings, which look beautiful, but then you get tired of looking at them. Well, it has kitsch value, a German word. So a lot of people say that the Devo video, Whip It, is really cheesy, but the correct word is kitsch. It's a German word. Okay. Damn those Germans. And they cause a lot of trouble. But it would have helped if the Bush family wouldn't have given the Nazis money and tanks so they could invade Poland. So I'm really not in favor of the George Bush family for doing that. They also got rid of hemp. They used to make hemp parachutes. Oh my goodness. Don't you love George Bush? His grandfather was Prescott Bush or something. So I have problems with the Bush family. And I'm sure his family would have problems with mine. Well, okay. So of course George Bush drove the Texas Rangers into financial trouble. Well, was he a good president? Starting to wonder if any man was a good president during my lifetime. I think there has not been a lot of flack in retrospect about Barack Obama. Though I'm sure that there are people who didn't like what he did. But I'm not into politics that much. So I just don't care. All I know is during my entire life, no matter who is president, my life hasn't gotten any better. Alright, maybe it's my fault. So, I got tempted to work on this painting when I am not filming, and I don't do it because I don't want to ruin the continuity. I'm telling a story. So if I paint and not film it, then it would be like missing pages in a novel. Okay. I still like that someone called me Bob Ross on meth. I find that amusing. Like I said before, I've never done meth. And research indicates that drugs make you ugly. And they will also kill you. So don't do drugs, they're bad. Okay. What do you need drugs for anyway? Well, it's YouTube, I gotta keep it clean. But you get to breathe air, you get to drink water, you get to exercise, you get to see beautiful things. What do you need drugs for? Okay. But it's an epidemic. And I'm not happy about over-the-counter drugs either. So, illegal drugs and legal drugs. Okay. So, pharmaceuticals make a lot of money for a lot of people, and doctors prescribe medications for people. Whether the patient needs them or not sometimes. There's an ethics problem going on in the United States as far as I can tell. Certainly in San Francisco, where doctors just want to prescribe medicines and get people hooked on over-the-counter drugs. Because there's profit to be made. It's a big business. It's huge. And then they can go on their vacations and live in their expensive houses. Okay, I get it. So, we're gonna let this dry. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but it looks great right now. We'll just let it be. Okay, that's one of my least favorite songs from the Beatles. Let It Be. Okay. Let's look at this photography. This actually looks like it would be a great place for a D&D adventure. Okay, I think about Dungeons and Dragons every day. Yet, I don't think I'd want to sit around with a bunch of dudes playing a tabletop game unless I could drink and smoke at the table. That would be my only interest. Okay, so you have some islands there, and there could be lizard men living there. Yeah, lizard men. Yeah. That could be a territory for lizard men. And you go to their lairs and their houses and you basically kill them and take all the treasure they got. So you're goal as a D&D group would be complete genocide of the lizard men upon these islands. Get all the loot, take it back to town. Yeah. Yeah, that looks like a good place for lizard men. Not orcs. Okay. Domain of the lizard men. That's really cool. I always think of D&D when I look at natural things. I imagine what D&D creatures would be there. Okay. So thanks for hanging out. I will try and get Entropia Universe to work. And have a happy Friday night. Or have a happy day whenever you watch this video. Thank you. I like Scatman Crothers, by the way. I liked him as a kid, and the reason is he was the voice for Hong Kong Phooey, one of my favorite cartoons as a kid. So that was before he ever was in The Shining, which he's also great in. Okay. So think happy thoughts about Scatman Crothers. Yeah, he's no longer with us. I'll have to look him up on Wikipedia.